night and still my breath was a storm. I bet I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And complete to Drake London.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come, we get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
2nd and 2.
Harris running straight ahead. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Got his man. It's London.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And that one results in 35 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool him with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football, and the Falcons grab it.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of the game has a mental image of how they expected to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yep, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Howell's throw complete there to Moore.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Howell throwing on first down here.
And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Howell flushed out right.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Mixing up the middle. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
So here we go, 4th down. Howell.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. First down, Howell to throw.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, Howell.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On the move to his left, to Mixon on the check down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
2nd and 8 coming up. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down.
Forced out to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It's Howell with another throw.
And that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary, partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early game.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Ready.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On the give, this is Harris. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
from the 47. It's 2nd and 5.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up to throw.
Throw left side. There's London.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. On the delay, here's Harris.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
The play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. This goes out wide for Mixon.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Throwing again on second down.
Howell.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Howell looking to throw again.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Fourth down, Howell.
And this is caught. He hits more. They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Moore, the man in motion. They'll give it to Mixon, and he is going to lose yardage here. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Off play action. It's Howell. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They hand this off to Harris, and they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Rashawn Gary, his second sack of the night. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Mustang 19.
2nd and 14. This pass is caught by London. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. This is Harris. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he steps away. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Ready.
They'll run. Here's Harris. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Panther 60.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Tucker's kick is good, and in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. This hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after the other, quite the opposite, but at 3-3 now here in the 4th, it's been an entertaining game considering just 2 field goals.
Yeah, is it really a football game now, or are we watching baseball? This feels like a pitcher's duel, doesn't it? Nice, intense, on the edge of your seat. Have you been scoring this one? A lot of strikeouts and ground balls in this one.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Mixon.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Always got some breathing room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Powell to throw.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. And he will find his man on the outside. Mixon with a first down carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Here's Howell.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Milton Williams,
the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. If you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer.
They'll go play action. Howell.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give him some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. We still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Got his man, it's Woods.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
79 Broncos. Deputy Ranger. Drop 50, drop 50.
He's back to throw.
He completes it to Olave.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. His throw incomplete. They still need one completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
Come on.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man, because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins.
So possession in overtime first goes to the Atlanta Falcons, and we are back underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Now they go play action with Howell.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
Going to throw right side here, complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's Howell with another throw. He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
And Howell will throw it.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Down the left sideline.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for the Falcons, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's their first stumble of the season as they'll dip to 8-1 on the year.
And they will be back home next week for a date with the Washington Commanders.